Hi everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of Two Fingers of Whiskey Knowledge. I'm Andy Westley, Director of Whiskey Sales and Education at Foley Family Wines and Spirits, and I'm one of 18 masters of whiskey in the world. Today we're going to talk about Loch Lomond, which is a single malt producer from the Southern Highlands. Now, there are a number of things about Loch Lomond that I would consider to be special. They do 92-hour minimum, 105-hour average fermentations. Now, as you all know, yeast eats sugar to form alcohol in about 48 hours. So what's happening for the other 2 days? They're actually creating fruity aromas and flavors called esters, which will end up creating fruit in the final spirit. They use 100% Scottish barley from both peated and unpeated malt, which leads to a soft smoke finish. And they use 3 different types of ex-bourbon barrels. They use first fill casks, refill casks, and recharred casks, all creating complexity with the combinations they can create along the way. Now let's talk about some of the things about Loch Lomond that are truly unique. Loch Lomond uses traditional swan's neck pot stills like everybody else has, but they're the only distillery in Scotland that has what they call a straight neck still, allowing them to pull distillate off of that still at 2 different distillation strengths, creating additional opportunities for complexity as they produce spirit. They're one of 3 distilleries in Scotland that makes single malt pot still whiskey and single grain column still whiskey on the same location, and they're one of 4 distilleries in Scotland that own their own cooperage. So they actually have the ability to do all of their own repair, refurbishing, and recharring of barrels in-house, all creating a signature style that we would call fruit, honey, and soft smoke. 40% ABV for their original non-age statement whiskey, and then all of their other core expressions are 46% alcohol, creating extra lift and fullness on the palate. Slàinte mhath.